Kids Helping Kids is an organization of kids who come together and want to make a change. We come from all different walks of life, but we all seem to have our lives pretty figured out, and we see what we can do to make a difference in our community as well as in places like Nicaragua.
So yesterday we went to Club Hope in Managua, and first we kind of started out with a project and we built fences and put that up for the kids. That's kind of in their little garden area. And then we got to spend a lot of time just hanging out with the kids and seeing kind of like the area where they live and going outside of Club Hope, and we played like soccer and lacrosse. But we just spent a lot of time like bonding and having fun and doing games.
And we just helped them out and kind of saw some of the things that we weren't really used to with people walking through trash. It looked, where there's fire burning everywhere, it was really dusty, and we just kind of saw the life they had to live.
It was hard to walk in there and see all these little kids with their little bare feet running around, and they're still smiling and they're still so happy.
Walking away from the trash dump today and kind of having the realization that, you know, it was a hard environment to be in, with just like all the dirt and all the smoke and stuff. Realizing that we just got to walk away after an hour or so, and that, you know, these people had no choice but to be there.
I don't consider myself much of an environmentalist, but seeing all this beauty and then seeing, like, right at my feet, look, here's a piece of a plastic bag, and they're everywhere, and there's newspaper everywhere, and it's us.
And it was really eye-opening to go from the city, or where I come from, which is super nice, and we're super sheltered there, to see kind of how people live elsewhere, and it was really eye-opening.
Yesterday I had a little girl who was kind of attached to me all day, and it was really sweet to see her kind of continuously come back to me. It was kind of like a place of safety and of fun, and she seemed to like feel just really comfortable with me.
What we talked about on the day one, on the morning, about wealth and how it's not just about superficial things like having a car or a nice car or a nice house, and I think that's what's going to change it the most, to see how kids here are so wealthy in terms of their emotions and how happy they are going and kicking the soccer ball over there. And as soon as we show up, they just look so happy and so excited to see us, and they're so wealthy in the way they interact with each other, their sense of community, and how they come together as one. And that's what I think really shows the wealth that they have here, and I think that's really what's really going to change my perception going back home, to see how people there aren't as wealthy in terms of community and just being happy with what they have.
It feels like home in a way that I would want to live here in this little village. I feel like I would be content in a little village like this, with people surrounding me that are happy and smiling and joyful, with the atmosphere of love that's everywhere.
As far as Nicaragua, I'd love to see more kids come and have that class experience and kind of get to bring that back in larger quantities to the organization. But as far as Kids Helping Kids, as long as we're continuing to do what we do, then I think we're on the right track, and we're helping kids here and helping kids in low income, but also kind of helping grow the kids in our organization.